The first super over in HBL PSL's history took place in historic Sharjah. United were behind the 8 ball. A remarkable comeback forced the ultimate showdown. Dreras followed that up by bludgeoning the Qalandars. United crossed the line in dramatic fashion. Tonight, they're up against table toppers, Karachi Kings. The men in blue are unbeaten and are looking to further consolidate their position at the summit. Hello again. It's a big match tonight. It's the table leaders, Karachi Kings, who are unbeaten, against Islamabad United, who came through that dramatic super over against Lahore Qalandars, and it's coming to you live from Sharjah. It's a huge match for both these teams. Karachi Kings would like to go further, stretch their lead over Multan Sultans, who won overwhelmingly last night against Qalandars, and Islamabad can join Peshawar Zalmi, perhaps even go ahead of them, although that net run rate would come into play, but they certainly would join Peshawar on 6 points. Right, it's going to be one of those nights. We hope it's going to be a great night. The weather is good, it looks good, and apart from the cars, the thousands of them trying to get in here to Sharjah, we're hoping we're going to have a good crowd here tonight for this big clash. All right, the toss, that's going to be important. It's brought to you by Allied Bank and Danny Morrison, Aapke Dil Mein Hamara account.
Rightio, it is coin toss time in this HBL PSL Season 3. This is match 15, and those alongside that matter. Roshan Mahanama is the ICC match referee here for this one. We've got the 2 captains, but before we get to the 2 captains of Karachi and Islamabad, we've got Rian, who is our hashtag Hogasaf Pakistan, keeping it clean and green, as Rian is. And I'll tell you what, let's not forget about the mascot out the back of yours, Miss Brolak. The Islamabad mascot is here, so is Ahmad Wazim of Karachi Kings. You've got the coin though, Mispa, and let's have a little flick of that round thing.
No flick today.
No flick? Oh, out the front. It's a roller. Let it roll. And, okay.
It is heads.
Is it a tail or a head?
No, it is tails.
It is tails. It's just checking. See, everyone's out of control here. Okay, so who's won the toss? You're going to?
Ball.
This pitch, it seems a bit sluggish.
Yeah, that's what I believe. But also I think we can find a little bit of dew on the field right now. So, and that's why we just want to bowl first.
And let's have a little update. Rumen Race, when's he due to be fit maybe?
Hoping that he might get fit till the next game, but let's see. I mean, his progress is good, but still not sure.
Okay. And the makeup of your team for today anyway, any changes from the last game?
It's the same team. We're playing the same team we played against Lahore Qalandars.
Good to see you, Missy.
Thank you.
Cheers, old. Okay, now, well, look, they're bowling, but you tend to like to bat first anyway, don't you, mate?
Yeah, it's fine whether you bat first, ball doesn't make any difference, so happy to bat first.
Good vibe, and a great vibe in terms of PSL 3. I'm loving the fact that the bowlers are having more of a say. This seems to be a little bit slower than normal.
I think this is better than what we expect, so batting first will be very good. So hope to score a lot of runs today. Obviously, it's not Dubai's wicket, but I think 150 is a very good score.
150, a good score. Got to ask the $1 million question. Shada Freddy, is he back?
No, he's not, unfortunately, probably in the next game. So we're playing with the same team, which we wanted to play in the last game.
All the very best. Good to see you, mate. Cheers. All right, news from out here in the middle after that lovely coin toss is that Islamabad, they've won the toss, going to go up front and bowl a few.
I'm glad we got to the end of that. I thought it would never finish. But well done, Danny. That coin keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. It only does that for Danny Morrison. We got Bazid Khan alongside Baz. Nothing untoward about that, in the sense that Imad Wasim, he has chosen, when he's won the toss, to bat first 3 times anyway.
Yeah, he likes that. He likes to just get on with it, get bat first and put that positive energy straight away into that. But that's a big miss. I think Shahid Afridi will be missed, especially because those middle overs that he comes into and bowls and puts the brakes on, gets to your wickets and turns the game around completely with his leg spin. That'll be a big miss.
It certainly will. So no Shahid Afridi and no changes to the sides, to either side. I'll show you the head-to-head for both these teams. Now have a look at this. From 2016, the 3 matches in 2016 were all won by Islamabad, and the 3 matches last year were all won by Karachi. And so there we are. Shahid Afridi, he's moved to Karachi. Do you see his bowling as the same strength as it was, say, 2, 3, 4 years ago?
Very much so. I think especially in T20 and these types of wickets where the ball skids or turns a little, it's very difficult to get away with. Yes, batting is not the same, but the bowling is still there.
Last year, you know, for Hampshire. He got a T20 100.
That was in England, so we don't really...
Okay. Right, but his bowling is his strength. I love the way that he changes the pace. He slows the game down when he wants to. It's his tempo.
Exactly, and when he comes on to bowl, it's after the first power play. So he comes in where the team is trying to get on with things or just rebuild after that power play. And more often than not, he comes up with a wicket in his first 2 overs. So it just turns the whole complexion of the innings. And I think that'll be a big miss for Karachi. This year they've done so well because of them bowling so well in that overs after the power play.
Well, you'll have a look at the teams here and you'll see Islamabad with Luke Ronchi, Sahib Zada Farham, no changes. JP Dumani, he did bat at 3 in the last match. Misbah, Samit Patel of England, left arm spin, Asif Ali, Hussain Talat, Andre Russell. Have a look at the batting in this team, with Fahim Ashraf, Shadab Khan going in 10. Mohammad Sami's got 5 first-class 50s, I think.
Correct.
It is.
So they bat till number 11, basically.
Exactly. And Quram Manzoor, Joe Denley, superb destructive opening bat, Babar Azam, Colin Ingram, Ravi Bopara, Imad Wasim, Ahmed Rizwan, Mohammad Amir, Usman Shinwari, Mal Mills. It's looking a very strong outing right here. So the boys in blue are the team that are leading the HBL PSL. They played 3 and won 3. They're looking to extend their lead at the top from Multan with a 4 out of 4. Imad Wasim, he's very happy to bat first. Karachi have been put into bat. We're back in Sharjah for Islamabad against Karachi. Karachi have, well, they're going to bat first because Islamabad's captain, Misbah, he put them into bat. So what about this weather forecast? Now, the weather forecast brought to you by Head & Shoulders, Banao, Pakistan, code dandruff free.
Well, I've got lovely weather to report to you guys. Maximum of 22 and a wind speed of 13 kph. And so it's a westerly breeze blowing from west to east. And so hopefully conditions will remain calm. Conditions will remain a bit cool as well, because I've got a bit about this weather, because I'm wearing a jacket and so I feel a little cold. The pitch was feeling a bit cold as well. Outfield, well, it is supposed to have a bit of dew effect tonight, so let's see whether it happens or not. But perfect weather conditions. You would want to bat first on this pitch, wouldn't you?
Well, we do know that the boys in blue will be batting first, and right at the top of that order is a former England opening batter, and I think he's probably taken the catch of the tournament so far, England's Joe Denley. Karachi looking strong. Karachi Kings consolidate their place at the top of the HBL PSL.
great start to PSL 3 for us, and yeah, the environment is really good actually. From coming in, obviously from the outside, made to feel very, very welcome. And we've got a really good atmosphere going at the minute, and everyone's enjoying each other's company. I think that shows out on the field. We really enjoy our cricket and take one game at a time, and yeah, just enjoy it and have fun, go and express ourselves, and we're playing some good cricket.
That's gone higher than the HBO drone. I promise you. That's almost gone to Sharjah, isn't it? Hey, massive shot.
Yeah, it certainly came out the middle of the bat, and I didn't actually see where it went because I lost it in the lights, but yeah, I heard it was pretty big, so it's a nice one to get away.
Oh, you're joking! You are kidding me! Denley has gone horizontal and plucked out a ripper.
They don't come much better. That's not going to be beaten in this PSL 3.
It's one of those you practice in practice sessions. You know, you might catch 3 out of 10, and you know, most of the time they don't stick, and it's very hard to replicate that kind of catch. But yeah, and it's one of those that you kind of dream about taking. Fortunately, it was just about in reach, and stuck a hand out, and it went in really well. So really pleased to be able to take that catch.
Well, there he is, Joe Denley, plays for the county of Kent, where Asif Iqbal of Pakistan played for many, many years with great success. And I said then, Danny Morrison was on commentary, but I came in on after Danny had seen the catch. I said you won't see a better catch in the PSL this year. Do you agree or not? You're probably going to disagree because you do mostly.
You didn't go all the way. Last year, Ian Bishop said he would change his name if he saw a better catch, but you didn't say that.
Well, he's now, we call him Bishop Dilwella.
But you haven't said, you said, okay, if there's a better catch, then what?
Okay, if I change my name, what shall it be?
Oh, you'll have to think about that. There'll be quite a few on Twitter already.
Yeah, however, if you think I should change my name, you tell Bazid Khan on Twitter. Right, we'll take a break, and building up for this big one tonight, Islamabad versus Karachi. Michael Slater, Azam Mahmood out there in the middle, getting a few tips there. I don't think Slats is going to be bowling tonight. Mickey Arthur there, Pakistan's coach. Some of the biggest names in Pakistan cricket here tonight. JP Dumini, the Proteas all-rounder. Take a break. We'll be back very shortly. Welcome back to Sharjah, where the pitch that we've had this week has certainly mystified even the best of captains who've come here. Not quite sure what to make of it. Let's see what Michael Slater will make of tonight's pitch for this match. It's the pitch report, which is brought to you by Pepsi Gile Harpal.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Wilco, given that it is perplexing, given that this is the colour the pitch started with, and now we're going to the pitch we're using today, which was the first pitch, and then we keep rotating from one to the other. But you can notice how it's just darkened off over the course of our time here in Sharjah. Now, typically, it's flat, it's hard, it looks like the ball's going to skid, but we now know that it slows up in that bracket of 11 to 20 overs. The batsmen are struggling with that. The bowling's been good, but the batsmen have not got used to the conditions as they change. I'm expecting a score of well over 150 at some stage, but we haven't seen it. When are the batsmen going to come to terms with a surface that looks brilliant, but they're not playing brilliantly on it? So 150, I think, is where they should be. They've been well below that, but conditions should suit 150 or more.
Now, Slats, I enjoyed that pitch report very much. I enjoyed it, but I'm still perplexed. So I'm going to ask Bazid Khan, if the word is perplexed or mystified, what should a batsman's strategy be for batting on there? I've used the word hard-working pitch.
Hard-working pitch, yeah. You have to play straight, basically. And once you get in, you can't get out, because Starting on this pitch, very difficult, but once you're in, it gets easier. So just bat through.
Bat through, and that's exactly what Karachi Kings will be hoping they'll be doing, because they've been put into bat by Misbah-ul-Haq, and it's something that Imad Wasim wanted to do. Islamabad, Karachi, boys in blue are batting.
Hello everyone and welcome into Sharjah on a Sunday evening, match 15. And we've got Islamabad up against Karachi. Of course, in this part of the world, it really is the start of the working week. Tossed a little earlier. Well, that was a little bit of a funny coin flick from Misbah. Look at it, lands on its end, spins around and gets the roll on. And then we tried to give the ground a shake to make it fall over. Finally did. And the toss went the way of Misbah-ul-Haq, and they're fielding first. Karachi, well, they don't mind. They're happy to bat first because that's what they tend to do when they win the toss. So Imad Wasim and co very happy to go up front. They're unchanged with their lineup. And when we look at Islamabad, they're unchanged as well. And I did ask at the top there with the toss with Misbah-ul-Haq. He said, look, a couple of games away, Ruman Rees, who's the vice-captain, of course, he's not in the side. It's unchanged as well. The boys from United up against the Kings. So good balance on both sides. Kings at the top of the tree. And Islamabad, fifth on the table, would dearly love a win here tonight to get to 6 points and start threatening those above them on the ladder. Crowd won't be substantial because, as I say, in the UAE, Sunday is like a Monday around the rest of the world. So their working week is Sunday till Thursday. Holy Day Friday, as you probably all respect. And the weekend here a little different than other parts of the world. So, yes, he's here. Ramiz Raja, Mr. Pakistan. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you too, Mr. New Zealand of League Australia. But Islamabad will be playing against the favourites. Karachi Kings have been most impressive. But they have some fighters in the unit. There is Mohammad Sami, there is Andre Russell, and the last win would prop them up. Just gee them up to win this. Must have been a mentally exhausting experience beating Qalandars in the Super Over, but that's a box that they've ticked with flying colours. I believe in the middle seat is Alim's family, and well, they've come to watch Aleem Dar take a good catch here. He's played first-class cricket, Aleem Dar. He was a reasonably good off-spinner. Let's see whether he can catch this one. Go on, go higher for Aleem. Yeah, easily done.
It's not high enough for me. I tried to get hold of the controls the other day. I was going to send the thing higher than the light tower. There's a few wires there for spider cam, but I can navigate that. The guy would not let me go near it. I said, I've got one of these at home. He said, no, you're not a pilot. I said, I am a pilot, and I'm going to send it high, give them a test. Not only that, I'm coming over at 60k and dropping it.
But lads, last thing you'd want is for an umpire to have a fractured finger, because that they use that quite extensively these days. So anyways, I think for the cricketers who played first-class cricket, it's just a very, very soft patch.
Karachi, they are looking very strong indeed. And, look at the side. Man from Kent, Joe Denley, with that extraordinary catch just behind point. Samit Patel is going to get things underway. Yeah, 5 matches for Karachi. they've only made one change, and that was a forced change with Afridi with his knee injury. So only the one change over 5 matches. That's how much they're believing and playing their best side. Time for the Gillette countdown. Let's get ready to roll, says Alim Dar. First ball. I don't know if it's a bad toss to lose, Rambo.
Yeah, the other team that has been very stable with their choices of the playing 11 is Quetta Gladiators. They may not have big names, but we know that since the last couple of seasons, they've gelled together. They've defined the roles, and it has worked for them very nicely. And Kings on the same page.
Yeah, and they were going to bowl first if they won it. I spoke to Mickey Arthur. They're a bit worried with the dew that might appear as the night goes on. So they wanted to get the fielding done, and then if there's dew, then the opposition have a little bit of moisture to play with. But anyway, setting the pace, they can do that, and they can do that very well. They've got a mindset. And the mindset of this team is interesting too. Mickey Arthur mentioned Moneyball. You've seen that movie? And, you know, getting maybe unknown players or the lesser named players with the stats that work for you.
I remember Islamabad did the same in the first season, and they surprised everybody. I think they were the winners in year 1. We didn't see a lot of big names, but they based their selection on good figures and stats.
A little bit more flight. There's the first through cover, and it's gone for 4. Russell decides not to dive. In fact, he looks to have just been a bit ginger there as he ran over the boundary cushion.
Yeah, no turn, skidding on. It's a nice shot. He does look like he's limping a little bit, but this is a good shot through the line. Even a little bit of a slice to expose the gap. And yeah, it's definitely looking like there's something going on there. Oh, he's off the paddock. He's done a hammy. He's done a hammy.
Yeah, absolutely. I just saw that as he just crossed the boundary cushion. He set off quickly, and we know he's an athlete. Therein lies part of the problem. He's so muscular and powerful. It's time for the Jamaican to come on, Chadwick Walter. He just hobbles over there, yeah, pulls up a little. Well done, cameras. On it as ever here in PSL 3. Georgia, we love it here. Yeah. Mr. Iqbal in the middle. So Karachi Kings owners sideline, all very relaxed and happy. Top of the table. Time for Mohammed Sami to show his wares. Exciting super over the other evening.
I've enjoyed the way his ball actually, because he's still slippery, shortens the length, has used the bouncer, the best amongst all fast bowlers in this HBL PSL. One for the skipper. He's a real team player, team man. He may eke runs, but you know he's a wicket taker, so he can make a grand comeback for you in shape of wickets. Yeah, it was superb in that super over, even though he got tonked. This was a 6 by Brendan McCullum. It's the field, and then it went down his throat. Samit Patel with an all-important catch. Miss a dot, then a 4. In fact, he went for a 6. Good Yorker. But I enjoy what he does. He's wholesome 100% all the time.
Yeah, and I like the pace he's been able to maintain as an older bowler. He's still very fit, isn't he? But you know, he can generate. There was one the other night, 147k an hour. That one's 135. But he's got this ability to get in the 140s. And, you know, he's just kept himself fit. Testament to him and working so hard.
And in an age where fast bowlers are banking on variations and slow deliveries, here's someone who wants to be quick.
Yeah, and he swings it still. That's the great thing. He finds that searching length.
Ah! Don't worry about swinging it. How about cutting it back through the gate, mate?
Yeah, straight and good. Mohammad Sami once again provides them with a great platform. Kings have lost Denley. And just a straight ball. Probably kept a wee bit low, I'm not too sure, but nice seam position, and yeah, it was the length, not forward enough. And well, we feel at times he loses accuracy. None of that kind on this occasion. It's a big wicket. Denley
Scored 291 runs in 10 innings last year. Well, he's slow this year out of the blocks. That is a delightful piece of timing. First seat up.
Yeah, if he gets going, he's a dangerous player. But we were waxing lyrical about Mohammad Sami, and then he delivered this. And it's just franked everything we were talking about. But the pitch report, I was just talking about the batting hasn't been great. He goes back a long way, doesn't he, deep into the crease. And then to a ball that hits the top of the stumps, you should be looking to get forward. Where was that front foot? It was behind the popping crease. So it was a bad shot.
Yeah, good over. Really good over. Over. You've got things underway here in match 15. Pace off the ball. See so much of it at this venue this season.
Yeah, you'll see Imad Wasim come and bowl with a new ball for Karachi Kings. The poor selfie moment, and there'll be plenty more.
Yeah, boundary, nicely played. Just held up, there's no turn, that sort of held up. Deserved the punishment. Absolute punishment here, just too short, but he rides it nicely, doesn't he? Sits back.
I thought he read it really well, went back deep in the crease and hit it where there was no fielder. Misbah is not happy. I think that's a better option for Patel, to flight the ball and make him drive, because then he can create that gap between bat and pad. He's not a big spinner, but because of his angle that comes back from off to middle, can have serious repercussions for the batsman if they miss the line and not read the drift.
Pepsi catcher Crow. It's been going well of late. There's been some good catches here in Sharjah. We go back to Dubai. This is our last night here until we come back again on another leg. Oh, an outside edge. He's on the march. And Chadwick's on the slide. Walton, that is. A little greasy. Make sure you get the long spikes out, Chief. Might only have the golf ones on there.
I never had another length of spikes, did you? As a bowler, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's tungsten spikes. You didn't want the brand new ones because they'd grip too much, so you'd break them in the nets. And you had to get those right. You want them just worn down enough. Pretty quiet start. We've had a wicket at Denley knocked over. And a little bit of player miss as well now. Babar Azam.
Yeah, that's an issue with him, especially in Test cricket. He stays inside the line of the moving ball, and so every now and then you see an edge lodging in the hands of the slips. Yeah, there's only the front foot movement, nothing with the back leg.
He was late on that too. That's just a good channel ball, isn't it? It's not moving too much. It might be skidding a little bit because it's new, but it's just a good channel. And he was even a bit late on that. If it's a worry, just shorten the back cliff slightly.
Wide slip. There's that shorter one. But he's been so impressive, Mohammad Sami, with his lengths. When he asks you questions and you're stuck on the crease and don't go anywhere. Got a little overthrow, have we? Just a little sloppy from United in the field.
Oh, I stuck with 150 as a pass score in that pitch report. I'm just not willing to not come down from that, because I just don't think we've seen the best batting here just yet. The average this year in the HBL PSL in the first innings is 120. Yes, here in Sharjah. So, but I'm staying at 150. I just think we need to see some better batting.
Yeah, just like that. That's a beautiful cover drive from Khurram Manzoor. He's been in the circuit for a long time as well. It's Bhangra time. Yeah, flowing cover drive from Khurram Manzoor. That'll give him a bit of lift and confidence. They must not lose wickets in the first 6 overs. Only then we'll be able to see that launch that we're expecting in the last 5 or 6 overs from the batsman.
Just holds it back a little. Yeah, I've been very, very impressed with the bowlers, because you think about all the T20 franchise cricket around the globe, it has been the Bash brothers all over the place, except here and in the Caribbean, where the tracks tend to be a little bit slower. So it's great to see the bowlers having a bit more of a say in this league.
Yeah, look, I don't mind that at all, Danny. I don't mind when batsmen have to work overtime to get the big score. You're 45 to 50 in a chase, or setting it up can be a batsman total to help the side win. And I don't mind that. Like, some of the best test matches you see these days are low-scoring test matches where bowlers are dominating and batsmen have to work overtime to find a way.
And the slip has just been moved, and I reckon that might have gone in between slip and keeper anyway.
Well, he's been your best bowler. Why won't you give him allowance, a chance really to pick wickets? You've got to give him a slip. He's a form bowler. We've seen the ball to do something extra when it's new. But it's just that they've missed a trick. Right now we're having a slip in place. It's just too late.
Well, the horse has bolted. Absolutely crazy. In fact, you'd almost say, why don't you have 2 slips in with the new seed in the first 4 or 5 overs? Unbelievable. Asif Elliott slip. It's a shorter one for Manzoor to negotiate. We've had 4 overs here and it's 25 for 1. But no, it's still Samit Patel. He's having his 3rd one on the trot, and he's been picked down here to wide mid-wicket on the fence. But just a single.
I think it makes sense giving him another over, because it's quite useful when the ball is new. The moment it gets a little roughed up and old, he's not able to skid it. He's not a big spinner anyway, so it's quite useful when the ball is new. I think he's got to do that. I think he's been just a little bit short at times for my liking. Make him drive.
I just want to come back to this batting just briefly, and I think the other reason batsmen haven't been able to keep going is how good's the fielding been. Now, when you're batting and you give a half chance and it's taken, you don't get any reprieve. You're back, you're out of there, taking the pads off. That one's been slammed. Nice work in the deep. So, good bowling with good fielding makes it very difficult.
And we've shown graphics throughout season 3 already how it's gone up in percentage. It was at 95%. Catches taken, and at 90. I think it's back to about 88 now, but still marked improvement, the catching.
I think it pushes the other teams to be best in this area. I think it's an incentive for the teams to become fielding heroes. That's gone fine away from the fielder. Gets it back. Mohammad Sami there with a good effort. Yeah, it's just bowled a bowler, an over, 2 in a row, and then he searches for that one with a sprint.
Yeah, and I just noticed, just maybe a little bit of age catching up. Wasn't quite as quick as he used to be, and as sprightly and sharp in terms of technique getting down there. He's 37 now. Incredible. Can't pierce that offside to finish 5.
Fahim Ashraf into the attack now. He's a little quicker than you think, can work up good pace, hustles in. He's forging a decent reputation here for Islamabad United, just 24 years of age. Economy is below 9. Well, there's only a few people in the world can give you better advice, and I'm not sure they'd be too far in front of him either. Waqar Younis with Fahim Ashraf. Brilliant. And if you get advice from him, you've had the best. Wasim Akram with Multan and Waqar Younis with Islamabad.
Yeah, he's very involved with the Pakistani cricket. He's been Pakistan's coach as well. Just tweeted yesterday that Pakistan should keep an eye on Mohammad Sami. Maybe he recalls a comeback.
Yeah, well, you'd want to listen to Waqar Younis. As you said, he's so experienced now. Been a head coach himself, been a specialist coach, done a lot of commentary, so he's seen it all. And he was such a highly skilled fast bowler. You talk about his pace, reverse swing. Later on when he slowed up, he could bowl an out swinger with the new ball. Cutters as well, so pretty much as good as they come, really, Waqar Younis.
Well, predict viz of 137 for the Karachi Kings. They've got a fair bit of batting in this side. My goodness, Islamabad have got a lot of batting too. I was going to ask you, Baz, I was going to ask Flem, but I'll ask you both. What do you think has been written in the Islamabad United book, the Book of Secrets, in the Red Book? What's going into the red? What's in there?
Nobody knows. It's the Book of Jones with all the secrets in it. Even the spider can't get into that.
I'm assuming there's words, it's not just pictures, is it? The one thing about Dino as a cricketer, though, in particular batsman, and he was a great one-day batsman, a couple of things he will be pushing for. He was unbelievable between the wickets, Dean Jones, and then also his ability to find the gaps. So I'd say that'd be two of the focuses batting-wise. And always get a single off the 5th ball. Retain the strike.
There's another Red Book. Oh, there's a few pieces of information on there. It's a very good over. Just one run from it. End of the power play. Karachi.
Shadab Khan hasn't had a great season this PSL, and everybody was expecting big things. Just one wicket. Islamabad United overall would think that they haven't brought their A game yet, so there's a chance to improve.
So I really like that length where he's drawing the batsman forward. I was talking a couple of games ago, him and Yassir Shah and Mitch Swepson, the Queensland spinner, or Brisbane Heat, they bowled shorter and quicker into the pitch at the Gabba, less turn. But look at that, that's very good release. But interested, he just got a little caution for running on the wicket. Spinners generally, even if they are in that danger area line, they normally don't actually get far enough down the crease to get into that danger area.
Yeah, that's over 5 feet, so that follows through. That's a long way for a spinner. Bowled, really well bowled. He's only picked up 1 wicket in the 4 matches. This is his 5th, but he's always a threat, isn't he? Every time he comes on, there's a threat.
And part of the reason for that too, his feet aren't very aligned. His back foot, by the time his front foot lands, he's actually angling down to fine leg. So to actually straighten up, and that right leg has to actually go right around itself to get through. He might be good at looking at straightening up his landing. Oh, there's the wrong one. Or one of them.
It started off well, but Mohammad Sami was a beauty. He's in great bowling form and he's bowled really well. Babar Azam needs some runs. Khurram Manzoor also needs some runs, and they're striking the ball decently. It's a pretty decent start for Karachi Kings.
Well, that's been heaved over mid-wicket for 4.
Yeah, like that shot, short of a length. He's been out there long enough now. The bar 15 off 21. Getting that front leg out of the way, targeting mid-wicket. And it's a good option because square leg on the fence, long on the fence, there must be 60 metres, 50 metres between them. So that went bang off the bat. So we might see some acceleration now with 9 wickets in hand.
Well, in the PSL, Babar Azam prefers pace than spin.
Yep. There's a mid-wicket on the fence now.
He generally likes the ball coming on, and his pace against spin.
That's tough work with the gloves on there, Wilco.
Yeah, no, it isn't it? Should get the gloves off. Yeah, against pace, it's a bit.
A 40 average against pace and 17 against spin. Overall it's difficult to play spin in these conditions. In the first 2 PSL it was very predominant that spin was going to win you games.
Mid wickets out, so does he go over long off if he gets the chance? No, good bowling, just angling in, not going to leak a boundary out there with 3 men out. They're going to have to go over those 3 fieldsmen's head.
Just on that, Alan, we've talked a lot about this Sharjah strip, and we've talked a lot about how the ball hasn't come onto the bat. But you've got to remember, Sharjah is the most popular venue in UAE. You have so much cricket here. We've got Ireland who's played here this year. We've got Afghanistan who had a series. And we've got sort of local cricket sort of almost every day. So at this stage, the pitch is tired already. So it's difficult to get pace into it.
Good running between the wickets, that's really important here. Just the rotation of strike, obviously putting away the bad ball as well, but those 2 factors, that's how you get up to that 150, 160.
Some serious moustaches going around. Good one, that.
You wouldn't want to do anything more with that, would you? Just leave it there. Just perfect, that is. It's a good shot for 1 run. That's all it'll be. 7 from. So 3 blues, 2 reds in the box, in the HBL box. This Karachi team bats down to Rizwan. You would say the Islamabad United have got Sharab Khan at 10. Well, here, what did you say, Baz? I know that Mohammad Amir can bat a little bit, but Rizwan, really, that's your last recognised batter right there.
Yeah, and it's surprising that Islamabad United has so many all-rounders. They've just gone for that. Karachi Kings on top of the leaderboard. So it's obviously working for them, having specialist batsmen and specialist bowlers.
It's good bowling, isn't it? He's been making them play. He's been attacking the front pad. Then he just throws one a bit wider, a little bit slower. Some turn on it. Excellent bowling. Back to attacking the pad.
Yeah, and Shadab has got the number on Babar Azam, because in the last PSL he bowled 11 balls to him. Babar got 19 runs and Shadab got him out twice in 11 balls. 9 gone. There's a single off the line. No sixes yet in our Pepsi Catch a Craw. You got a chance. If you catch one, a ball going into the stands, you got a chance of winning $1 million in our Pepsi Catch a Craw. Now I'd like to read that, Buzzit. Allied Bank. Well,
Hussain Talat into the attack. He's been their best batsman, Islamabad United, but he's quite a good medium-paced bowler, and he has a deceptively quick short ball. So that might be a weapon, and we've seen it work so much in Sharjah.
Slower ball. Good slower ball, Flem. Was that delivery there, Flem? This is your territory.
Yeah, just a little bit of an off-cutter type of delivery, wasn't it? It wasn't super slow because it was still 127 kilometres an hour. But good to mix it up. I'm not sure how many bounces he'll bowl because he's got square leg in place, not backwards square. But I think Karachi Kings might be time to start trying to find the boundary now. 9 wickets in hand.
Hoga saaf Pakistan, milke lagayenge jaan to hoga saaf Pakistan.
Dil se jaan laga de. Hashtag
Laga de.
Oh, laga de. Sorry. Cricketgateway.pk, round the world, cricketgateway.com. And don't forget our Pepsi Catch a Craw if the ball's going to go into the stand. Crick and Jiff, ball by ball highlights. Misbah.
He's had a tough time in PSL 3. 31% dot space, strike rate 96.4, so it's not going some.
Well, there's some times for desperation out there. Ravi Bopara, not sure what he makes of this pitch. You can't tell. Flem, it's a strange kind of pitch in the sense that it looks as if it should come on, but it's not again, is it? Like we haven't had any batsman, except possibly for Shane Watson here, who's really gone out and belted it. Single. Just a single off the last.
2 set batsmen at the crease. Logically, they should be aiming 150, 160 here, Danny.
Well, Slat said that at his pitch report. 50 up now for the KK boys. But we know it just slows down so dramatically around the 11th, 12th over once the ball gets a little bit older. And also that sheen starts to go on the 22 yards. But I tell you, the vibe, even though it's probably not quite half full here on a Sunday, well, of course, is a Monday in terms of the working week, there's still a bit of noise to be had here.
It's a good contest because we know Islamabad United can fight till the end, and Kings are the best side of this year's HBL PSL. Didn't read the wrong one. Did not pick the wrong one. Sami will be able to stop that one just about, I think.
Want to come upstairs and have a look. I just noticed his shoes have got a little heavier as he's got older, but this is a beauty. The wrong in, you're right, Rambo didn't pick it, and the French cut, take a couple and be happy there, and he just goes for it again. I think he's all right.
Yeah,
I think he's
okay.
good. We'll have one more look. I reckon a bit more side on would be great. It's gold. All good. Baz Khan, you come down sideline.
Took me a while, didn't it, Danny?
Well, you're getting a bit older too. Are those shoes heavy or what?
He's been doing some shopping, serious shopping.
Let's have a look at those. Let's look at your boots.
It's a new pair.
What about these?
Yeah.
The Kung Fu.
Yeah, you see a bit of frustration creeping in, and that is understandable because one is going at a strike rate of 70, the other batsman is going at a strike rate of 92. You know, we know that this is not a straightforward batting strip, but even then, when you face 33, 28 balls, you've got to be better than that strike rate. That's gone, that's 6, beautifully played, straight as an arrow. He's got serious talent, Babar Azam, and here's a glimpse of it.
You asked for it. Ramesh Bhai wanted a big one and he's delivered straight away. Flied it up and just straight as a die. Hits through the line. Not happy, I don't know why, but it's gone so far.
I tell you why. Because I think he's telling himself he could have done this about 2-3 overs earlier. He goes big again. The last thing they want is for Babar Azam to get out now.